Hey, what is up YouTube? How are you guys doing today? Guys, I'm trying to get my words together because I'm so excited. It's a little hard for me, but I received a package today that I've been waiting for quite a while. I ordered an electric skateboard and it just got to my house today. Check this out. There we have it, guys. Inside that box is the Meepo NLS Pro. So of course, guys, I gotta unbox it on camera and show it to you guys and give it a review. Alright guys, so here's everything that came inside the box. The Meepo NLS Pro itself came with a little sheet of Meepo stickers. Over here we have a little case. We gotta open that and see what's in there. And then right here, I think this is a really cool addition. It comes with this thing. It's kind of like a guitar stand. Yeah, it's meant to hold the electric skateboard, so when you're not using it, you have a place to put it. This is what the inside of the box looked like. And then it has this quick start guide right here. So let me just give you my first impressions on the board real quick. The first thing I noticed right off the bat is that something was up with the grip tape right here. It was coming off the board, but I don't know why, but it looks like, maybe this is done intentionally, I'm not really sure, but it looks like the backing of the grip tape was not taken off, so I guess I'm gonna just take that off myself, stick it down. And the grip tape itself, guys, it's not like a regular skateboard's grip tape. It's way more coarse, very coarse, and then it looks like there's some padding underneath. If you guys could see that, it's quite thick and it's somewhat foamy, I guess is a good word for it. And then right here we have the truck with the two dual hub motors. This is not a belt-driven electric skateboard. It has two dual hub motors, or I should just say a set of dual hub motors. And I'm not sure if this is the front or the back. I need to look into this, but it's probably the back because over here there's an arrow pointing towards that way. So I'm assuming that's the front. This is the back. And then the front wheels are just, regular, or at least I think that they're just regular wheels up front. Let's go ahead and flip it over, see what it looks like underneath. Alright guys, so there's the design right there. I actually forgot what the design looked like from the time I ordered it. I could not remember what the design was like, but I'm assuming this is probably the battery pack. I haven't read any instructions yet, I'm just guessing. There's a power button right there. Right there, it looks like we got a charging port. Oh yeah, I remember this. So there's a little USB port where I guess if you needed to, you could go ahead and plug your phone in there to charge or anything. That's pretty cool. So now let's go ahead, open up this little case. I'm guessing there's going to be some charging cables in there and the remote to make the skateboard go. Alright guys, so here's everything that came in this little case right here. We got a skate tool right there. Right there we have an Allen wrench. Right here, it looks like it's an adapter for the charger. Got the power cable right there. They included some business cards and then these other cards that actually give all the specs of the NLS Pro. And above that, we have the user manual. And then down here, oh, look at this. We have these. These are like, I believe these are going to be guardrails. It has these like 3M sticky pads on the back so you could stick them on. Next to that, we have a little phone charger. Like I was saying earlier, you could plug your phone to charge into this battery right here. And they have different adapters like for the iPhone or the Android. Right here we have some zip ties. Next to that we have some spare bushings. Down here we have a little Meepo bracelet. And then right next to that we have the remote control to control the skateboard. So I'm really eager to ride this. So right now I'm just gonna go ahead and charge it up, see what that process is like so that we could get riding this thing ASAP. Alright guys, so I have both the remote and the skateboard charging. So it looks like you charge the remote with that green charging cable. It just uses a mini USB, and then I have the skateboard charging right there. The cool thing about this is that it tells you the percentage that the battery is charged. So right now it's already at 63%. I'm guessing it had some charge already. As for the remote, it looks like it's probably already fully charged. Like the battery symbol looks like it's full. And real quick, while we're waiting, I'll show you the inside of the user manual. Right here, it shows the functions of the remote. And one thing I didn't know about it before I bought it is that it has regenerative braking. If you look here, if you use the brakes, it will charge the battery of the NLS Pro. All right, guys, so we're looking at like 91% charge right now. I think that's good enough. Let's go ahead and get this thing ready to ride. First off, let's try to fix that grip tape thing. Now inside the user manual, there's instructions on how to sync the remote with the skateboard, so let's go ahead and do that right now. So it looks like you could also set it to different speed modes, and there's 4 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm assuming 1 would be the slowest and 4 would be the fastest. Almost forgot. I'm just gonna go ahead and add those protective like rail things to the front and back in case I I don't know, crash it into a sidewalk or something. All right, guys, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and take this thing out. I couldn't find my helmet, so I'm not gonna wear a helmet, but I recommend to everyone watching this, make sure you wear a helmet when riding one of these. There we go. All right, cool.
Whoa.
Oh, pretty good brakes.
Maybe things thousands of miles away from here.
All right, Tia's going now. Yeah, right? All right, guys, so I just got back from a quick ride around the neighborhood, and guys, this thing is fast. Like, I still haven't hit, I don't think I've hit the top speed yet, because every time I get like pretty close, I start to get a little bit of like speed wobbles. So I definitely need to tighten up the trucks a little bit, but guys, it goes fast. This thing hauls, and the acceleration is so fast. It's unbelievable. Like, I used to skateboard a lot, like when I was younger. Up until my like early 20s, I was like a very avid skateboarder. I never really got into longboards before, but this thing is like, I'm kind of sweating from like the intent, like, I don't know, the excitement, the nervousness. It's crazy. It's fun. All right, guys, so it's been about 9 days since I bought the, whoa, I just knocked over my tripod. But it's been about 9 days since I bought the Meepo NLS Pro, and I did order a helmet. So I have a helmet now, and I figured that I would test the top speed in each of the different speed modes. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so here I am on a pretty empty straight stretch of road. There's not too much traffic that comes through here, so I figured it'd be a pretty good place to do that. So let's go ahead and do this. On the remote itself, it does tell you, it has a speedometer, it tells you how fast you're going, but it is in kilometers per hour, so I'm gonna have to convert that. And yeah, I'll just let you guys know how fast I go in each mode. I did download a speedometer app, but I don't know how accurate it is because every time I try to use it, it says that I need a stronger GPS signal. But let's go ahead and try this out. Speed mode 1. So the first mode only seems to go around 14 kilometers per hour, which is okay for a beginner. Let's go ahead and try mode 2. Speed 2 seemed to have a top speed of 25 kilometers per hour. Let's go ahead and try speed 3. So speed 3, guys, is surprisingly fast. I just hit 40 kilometers per hour. I'm gonna put the miles per hour down here because I can't do the conversion in my head. I don't really know what it is. But so now we're gonna do speed 4. Another thing I need to keep into consideration is that I just realized that we are on a very gradual incline. So I'm technically slightly going uphill. So that probably plays a little bit of a factor, but let's go ahead and try speed 4. Oh man, that was on. Oh man, my legs are shaking. That was on speed 4, and I hit 50 kilometers per hour. That was insane. My legs are like still shaking. Oh man. Woo. So the other thing is, guys, that the top speed, I didn't hit it while I was in frame of the camera. By the time I got to where the camera is, right here in the road, I was probably going around 40. By the time I don't know if you could see, I was like down there by the time I hit 50. So like once you get into the high range, it does take a little bit longer to accelerate more, but man, that was an intense amount of speed. I feel like it was crazy. All right, guys, so now I'm gonna give you my final review on the Meepo NLS Pro. So real quick before I get started, I just want to say I am not affiliated with Meepo. I'm not getting paid to make this video. I wish I was, but I'm not. I bought this skateboard with my own money. I paid $639 for it. I just checked their website. It looks like it's a little bit more expensive now. It's now $649. Not a big deal. It's only $10 more expensive. And I just want to give you some of the specs real quick. The skateboard charges in 2 hours, which is extremely fast in my opinion. It has a range of 20 miles and it has a top speed of 32 miles per hour, although for some reason on the website it says it has a top speed of 29 miles per hour. But if you go on other websites do say that it has a top speed of 32 miles per hour. And as you saw in my speed test, I hit 50 kilometers per hour, which converts to, let me see real quick, 31.07 miles per hour. So that was also, if you guys remember, that was also me on a slight incline, a very, very slight incline. So I am 100% confident that if it was a perfectly flat stretch of road, that it could easily hit 32 miles per hour, maybe even more. The cool thing about the remote is that it does have an odometer on it. According to the odometer, I've ridden this 141 kilometers so far, which converts to 87.61 miles. And the crazy thing is that the amount of distance I've been getting with the battery is a bit more than what it's advertised to give. Actually, it's significantly more than what it's advertised to give. So I did some like quick calculations. So if I've ridden this thing so far 87.61 miles, I've only charged up the board twice. One time, when I first got it, I charged it from around 60% battery to 100, and a few days later, I charged it from about 30% to 100%, so not even 2 full charges. There's still 90% battery on my second charge, so technically, I got 87 miles out of 110% battery, which is crazy, because it's only advertised to have a range of 20 miles per charge. And even if I did use both of those charges all the way from 100 to 0, I would still be getting 43.5 miles per charge, which is more than double the advertised range. I feel like part of this reason is also because in the area where I live, there's a lot of hills, so I'm going downhill a lot. And the regenerative braking is charging the battery as you're going downhill and you use the brakes. So I feel like that probably has a lot to do with why I'm getting such good mileage. And also, of course, if you're driving in a big city, you know, you're doing a lot of stopping and going. I'm not really stopping much at all in the area where I live, so of course I'm probably using a little less battery than what the average person might be using, but I still feel like the range is exceptional. So before I bought this board, the only electric skateboard brand that I'd ever heard of was Boosted Boards. So originally I was actually looking into getting a boosted board, but I just thought to myself, hey, you know, I should check if there's any alternatives out there because boosted boards are quite expensive. So I just wanted to see if there were any alternative brands out there, and it turns out that there's quite a few. So I started doing like a lot of like pretty intense research. I was comparing all the boards to each other, what price point I was looking at, comparing the specs of all the boards. I watched a ton of review videos on YouTube, and in my opinion, it seemed like the Meepo NLS Pro was probably the best one out there that I saw. Also, another thing that kind of made me a little hesitant to go for a boosted board is that I heard that Boosted Boards was going out of business. Although if you go on their website, they are still selling boards, but I was just wondering, like, what if something goes wrong with the board, and like, will there be any sort of customer support? Can I get replacement parts? And I just didn't want to take that kind of gamble. But the main thing is that the specs of the Meepo NLS Pro severely outperformed the specs of the boosted boards. I looked up a boosted board that goes for roughly around the same price range, although it is quite a bit more expensive. It goes for $799, and that's for the boosted V2, and it goes for $800. And that's for a used one. It only has a range of 6 to 7 miles, while the NLS Pro has a range of 20 miles, although I think it has a range of actually quite a bit more than 20 miles. And the top speed of the boosted V2 is 20 miles per hour. This one easily hits 32 miles per hour. So in the end, guys, I feel like this board is well worth the money. I feel like the price of $649 is a great deal for what you're getting. And I am 110% satisfied with my purchase. If you're in the market for an electric skateboard right now, I would highly recommend the NLS Pro. I'll have a link for it down in the description of this video in case you want to check it out. Once again, I'm not affiliated or anything. I'm not getting paid in any way by this. I'll just put that down there if you guys want to check it out. And if you guys like this video, or if this video helped you out, I would really appreciate it if you went down there and hit that like button. That would help me out so much. And if you want to see more videos by me in the future, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification button. I do a lot of different kinds of videos, and now I'm going to be doing some electric skateboard videos. I downloaded this app. It's called Trail Link, and basically it shows like a bunch of like paved bike paths like in your area, and I found out that there's like a bunch here in like SoCal. So I'm planning on doing a lot of rides in the near future. So if that sounds like something you might be interested in, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Peace!